Jöreggelt kívánok! Hogy vagy? Jó? Hmm. Oh boy, that's good. Oh well. Sorry about that. So, let's try that. Let's try this again. Jöreggelt kívánok! Hogy vagy? Jó? Oh, goodness gracious. Hmm. Look at that backdrop. Imagine waking up to that every morning. That's what my hmm. That's what my hostess does. She wakes up every morning to that view out there. You know, it's nice to have the biscotti again. It really is. It's just my little indulgence every day. I used to go out. I used to make it a habit of going out at night and getting an ice cream. That's what I would do. I would end every day with like a little ice cream bar or something like that. And I've weaned myself off of that habit for the time being, at least. So it's just a little. Now it's just a little biscotti or biscotti, bis, bis, biscotti, I think biscotti. My mother lectured me yesterday about it. She said, "You know what drives me crazy? It's how you pronounce biscotti. It's not biscotti, it's biscotti or something like that." And I said, "Mom, tomato, tomato, potato, 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 potato." You know, I said, "Does it really matter?" Hmm. Does it really matter how I say biscotti, biscotti? But anyway, not a lot on my mind today. It's a little bit, it's a little bit cool. I'm just starting to wake up after a rather nice Sunday. The area west of here, inland, the hinterlands, I think they call it. It's beautiful. It really, really is beautiful. What was that movie? Wasn't there a movie with Nicole Kidman or something like that? I think it's actually called, might actually be called Australia or something like that. Um, the Australia is so diverse. They've got so much. The majority of it is all focused around the water and what have you. But it really is a special, special place. So anyway, it's actually a little bit cool this morning as I'm waking up. The sun is going to come out. It's going to be sunny the rest of the week. Temperatures here probably will be in the lower 70s. I checked the weather in Toowoomba, and it's kind of like I was just telling my hostess, I love the way that bounces off the tongue, Toowoomba. And I was just telling my hostess that or I was just looking at the weather in Toowoomba, and it's going to be for the next several days. Temperatures are going to be in the mid 60s and sunny every day. Mm. So it's interesting. The gentleman that is making his apartment available for me in Toowoomba sent me some pictures last night, and it's just a modest apartment. Nothing fancy, nothing terrible. It's a very nice, it's a very, very nice, nice place in a beautiful neighborhood. And I was waking up this morning and I was thinking back to, my daily walks around the neighborhoods in Mount Lofty. Remember, I did the walk and talk down to the city center. And by the time I get back to Toowoomba, it'll be late. It'll be towards the end of July. We'll have one more month of winter, and the spring will be coming on. And Toowoomba is the garden city. And boy, it'll be nice walking through through the botanical garden there in Toowoomba. Did you notice in the videos that I did yesterday of people out and about here? You know, what a contrast between you know, so many other places in the world and here. And for the most part, people here are pretty conscientious of social distancing and hand sanitizers and you know all that kind of stuff. But it really is an interesting contrast to see. I'm sure you know from what I see on the news back in places like Florida, Texas, et cetera, et cetera. Um, it's quite the contrast, I'm sure. Hmm. I love this little biscotti. Anyway, as I was saying, there's not too much on my mind. You know, I did stop yesterday at the store to pick up some stuff for breakfast. And I'm switching over to on smashed avocado on toast with some cherry tomato and some feta cheese and some I don't know, but balsamic vinegar, not balsamic vinegar, balsamic glaze or something like that. And I went over and you know, the other thing I like to have every morning is a banana. And I went to the store last night to get a banana. And all the bananas were green, and I don't like green bananas. And then I see this little thing. You see? This is all they had that was ripe. These little things. I'm thinking to myself, what the hell kind of banana is this? Look how small it is. You know? I mean, it's like half a banana or something like that. And I'm thinking to myself walking home, I'm thinking, oh goodness gracious, you know, sometimes size really does matter. Hmm. But I'd like to have my banana in the morning, and then I know somebody out there is going to correct me and say this isn't a banana or this is something other, you know, whatever, and it's normally this size. But anyway, folks, that's about it. I've got a whole slew of work to do. And I got to file for an extension, you know, for my income taxes. I got to figure out how to do all that before Wednesday. But anyway, we'll see how that all works out. But do that have the red cap? I'm not sure what was the message? Somebody said something. Do that have the red cap? I'm not sure what that is. Do that have the red cap? Anyway, hey, listen, a programming note, okay? A programming note for all of you. I'm gonna be on Skip Smith Live Wednesday night, a week from this Wednesday, I think. It's the last Wednesday of every month. Skip has invited me to be on his show, and so I'm going to be on the Skip Smith show. And to his credit, Skip's done a really good job with that. He's put together all this different, I don't know, software, cameras, all this kind of stuff, you know, to make sure that it all works. Sorry, do they have the red cap banana? I think they do. The store that I went into, it was like an express version of a supermarket. It wasn't the full-on supermarket. It's kind of like a mini market, if you will. Maybe that's why they had mini bananas. I don't know. Maybe the big bananas took up too much space. But you know, Skip asked me to send him some pictures because he's putting together like a whole intro or something like that. And he asked me to put together some pictures of my trip. And I wasn't sure what to send him because I do a lot of videos. I don't do pictures. And then I thought to myself, you know, for every problem there's a solution. And I went on Google, and I went on Google Images, and I started typing in the names of all the places that I've been since I've come here. And I started with Sunshine Coast. And I took one picture from each spot. There's one picture from each spot. And I went Sunshine Coast, Airlie Beach, Whitsunday Islands. And then I did Surfer's Paradise, Port Macquarie, Nelson Bay, Terrigal, Newcastle, and then the Blue Mountains, and then Albury, and then Bendigo, and then the Mornington Peninsula. Oh, I could have done a crap load of pictures from the Mornington Peninsula, all the different places there, like Rye and Mount Eliza and Flinders and what have you. And then I jumped over to Ocean Grove. Remember Christie's Place, The Diary of a Wombat? And went over to, so I took pictures of Ocean Grove, and then I did pictures of the Great Ocean Road. And then I did pictures of the Dandadongs and Bright and the Canberra, or Canberra. And then I did pictures of Tamworth, Armourdale, and then finally Toowoomba. And I'm putting all these pictures together. And as I'm doing so, I'm just looking at these places that I've been in the last 5 months. I mean, here the world's been going to hell in a handbasket. And I'm looking at these pictures of what for 99.9% of the population would be the trip of a lifetime. And I just couldn't believe what I saw. I did this right before I went to bed, and as I looked at these pictures, I just couldn't believe my eyes. I thought, have I really been to all these places? And if I didn't have the videos to remind me or to confirm that I had in fact been to all those places, I wouldn't believe it. I just wouldn't believe it. But anyway, so I sent those pictures to Skipper, and it'll be fun being on his show. It'll be nice being on Skipper's show. Skip's a good guy. So anyway, all right, folks, take good care. All right, I don't see the black swans anywhere. Maybe they're around somewhere, but anyway. So have a good day. All right, take good care.